everybody, Meriden Gaming here, and we're back on our Let's Play Survival World. And guess what? We finally cleared off the top of the mountain. Now, it's not going to be quite the size that we need for our castle, but it will at least give us a start. We can start working on the walls, because this will be the level that we're actually going to start the walls at. And this will be the kind of the ground level for the area surrounding the castle. We will have to clear out the stone and put in, I believe, grass and probably some path blocks and whatnot. But gives us our base for sure. It is actually getting dark. Okay, fun. But anyway, we finally got it leveled off. It took me a couple weeks because I do have a full-time job, so I didn't have time to work on it as much as I would like. And of course, other things came up. But yeah, I'm finally excited to get started. Let me go ahead and sleep real quick, just so we don't get attacked by a bunch of other things. But in the process, we did gather quite a few resources in these chests here. So as you can see, there is all kinds of stuff just sitting around. And I think I got to the point where I literally, yeah, um, I had just enough chests for that. So anyway, so the next thing we're going to start on is the actual walls, which I did some of the measurements beforehand, um, but I do need to go back and check. I was giving y'all a status update that we finally finished this, and then we'll end up having to expand further out. And there's cows on top of that mountain. All right, so I will see y'all in a few once I start getting all the resources we need. I'll probably pull some chests up here and set them out so that we have our resources handy. And then we're also going to start worrying about getting the components together for the white and black concrete, along with more ender rods. I've done a few little end runs trying to find more ender rods, but I don't have nearly enough. Anyway, I'll see y'all in a few. Hey everybody, so I've pulled a bed up here, and then I also put our extra few little things in here. I did equip our elytra, just because we're going to be working on top of the wall, and if we just happen to fall off, we don't want to die, or at least suffer too much damage. But yeah, at least starting off, we're going to work on getting the initial wall in place for the bottom of it. The thing is, we have to give ourselves enough room to have, the area surrounding the actual castle, not just the castle itself. So we're actually going to end up going quite a ways that way as well, in order to make it have enough room. And of course, we're going to have to come either that way or this way. I figure we'll probably go that way. So I'll start with the actual castle wall, and then that little barracks we'll have on that side. But I don't want to extend too much further that way, so we're going to go that way first, and then we'll work our way that direction. Which is going to be fun because eventually we'll probably have to take those mountains or hills down some. But I'm hoping not too much because this took forever. Alright, let's go ahead and rest real quick. So I do have some more cobblestone and stuff down in those chests down at the bottom, but we've got 3 sets of cobblestone here, and then a bunch of stairs. We probably won't need, well, no, eventually we'll need this much if we're doing the surrounding town as well. But just starting off, this will get us by for quite a while. So let's go ahead and grab a few of those. And then the rest of our inventory, that's right, we're going to fill it with cobblestone. There we go. Okay. So the way I measured this out, the long wall, including the little extra part that wraps around, will be 46 blocks long, and then it will be 5 blocks that it comes out from the long wall where the actual castle is to the barracks, because the barracks uh, intersects into the actual tall wall for the castle, and then it's going to come out 5, like I said, and then carry on another 17. So I'm going to take another look at the picture. Well, no, I'm pretty good with the picture. So we're going to start probably right about here to give us a little bit of room. Actually, you know what? Because we need room for going around the castle. So we're going to start right here. And this is going to be the final block for the castle wall. And we're going to go 46 blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Oh, no. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 46. And then this is where it comes out 5. So 1, 2, I want to say, I think that one was included in the 5. I may have to go look real quick. Give me a second. I'm going to go look at the scale build in our creative world. All right. Yep. It definitely does include the block here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then this one is 17. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Now this is where the wall would turn this way. So we can bring this at least a few blocks this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know the barracks is at least that wide, and I want to believe, I'll have to find my pictures again. I believe this is the walkway that kind of comes up behind the barracks. And actually, you know what? We need to come more than that, or come back more than that, because it's going to be inset a little bit. But yeah, I think the walkway that comes up to the castle is actually right here on between the barracks and the next little kind of tower thing. But as you can see, yeah, this is going to be a very large build because we're actually off the side of of our mountain already. But yeah, and then the way this was going to work, I measured out it was going to be 2 blocks up for all of these. So let's go ahead and put those in place. And then it's going to be a stair, which I need to equip my stairs, which is the turning point. So, oh, nope, I don't need to. This is the part I hate, you know, sitting over. I'm not afraid of heights, but, you know, it's still a long drop. That's the point where it would turn. All right. It would turn there as well. All right, and then it's going to do the same thing here, but then on this block here, which I need to come up one so I can get up here, it's going to go up another 2, and then stairs again, and that will be our. Oh, if I can actually, you know what? Actually, probably be better if I just put in the actual wall. We'll just crouch so we don't fall. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, shoot. That's only 2. We've got plenty. But you get the idea. And then, of course, stairs Stairs go on top. Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Just like so. And we'll just continue that around for the small barracks. The other one is a little bit different. On this wall, what we're going to be doing, which I'll do it at this one, right? Okay. So we'll have the the up to over one, so it meets that line. But then on this next one, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then a stair, and then we're going to go up again, the 1, 2, and a stair. And this will actually be where the castle wall starts. The actual castle wall, not the kind of buttress or the foundation or whatever you want to call it. As you can see, it's pretty high. And of course, as wide as that castle wall is here, it goes back that direction too. And then of course there's going to be a little bit more of the city behind it. But yeah, this is going to be a rather large build. And we're going to have a lot of fun. But the nice thing is once we get this kind of area sorted out under the castle, we can use that as our storage base because that is going to be plenty of space to store all the stuff we need and any of the contraptions like the um, concrete generator, which is not really a generator. Basically, I've got designed something to where it's going to spit out if it works in 1.16. I haven't tried it in 1.16 yet. Basically, uh, it's going to I think it has a dropper that sits there and places um, the concrete, and we just basically hold left click with a um, pickaxe and just mine through it, and it sits there and just constantly replaces it. And then I'm trying to work out a way to where it will auto put me a new pickaxe into my hand as soon as I break the first one, which we won't be using. We'll be using iron ones, so we're not going through quite as much of our diamond ones. And yeah, so give me a few minutes to get this wall up, at least this initial part of the wall, and I will be right back. All right, so that is the first side of the wall. Let's go ahead and fly down and take a look at it so we can kind of get whatever you call it, an idea for the scale of it. I mean, that's a pretty big wall considering that is just the foundation of the castle. Not nearly as big as the mountain, but eventually it will be once we get to the full size of it. And of course, we'll probably have to clear out a little bit of that and then bring it down because it's the next level is going to be right around. I want to say it's around here because it's almost the same size as the foundation, and then there'll be like some trees and grassland, and then it'll come down a few more levels. So we'll end up having to clear out some of this too. But yeah, I think that's a great start. The next thing we're going to have to do is measure out how far we're going to go that way. So give me a few minutes and I'll get that calculated out. And I'll be right back actually after we sleep as well because it is about to be nighttime. But I was able to find, I think, every angle of the castle so we can get, at least a fairly close scale to what it should look like. So I'll make sure of that, okay, yeah. Alright, so yeah, let's go ahead and sleep real quick. And actually, I will be right back once I figure out the scale going on that. Alright, so I think I've got it figured out. I just need to get up top in order to calculate this out correctly. So, except that's a stair, right? Yep. Let me just come. Oh, nope. Okay, well, anyway. Go. And then, okay, so from this block here, which is the corner, we need to go 43 blocks that way to cover the actual castle. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 9, 30, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that should be 43 blocks. As you can see, this is definitely going to be a very large... Actually, you know what? I can come back this way. And this would be the one... Oh, nope. Didn't mean to do that. As long as I calculated this right, that's going to be the real question. Because since I'm doing it from pictures and they're from all kinds of different angles and different close-ups, I'm kind of basing off, you know, the scale wall build that we did, or the actual part of the castle, to kind of give me an idea of how big each piece is and whatnot. Because the real question is, because it's not quite as wide on the side for the castle portion as it is long. But I think that looks correct, or it's going to be very close. We do have to take some, whatever you call it, artist liberty or whatever you want to call it, trying to replicate something, just because we can't do it block for block, just because you know, stuff is not exactly, you know, a meter wide, you know, since one of these blocks is, you know, it's technically 3 feet. So trying to calculate, especially from the wide angles that we're taking the pictures from, it makes it a whole lot more difficult if we're trying to get all the details correct as well. But I do think that that is definitely going to be very close. Because, yeah, it is definitely longer this way than it is that way. But as you can see, this is the internal area of it. And this is just of the main part of the castle. We also have like another little tower thing on that side, or barracks, that comes around and then comes back and meets up with this. So there's probably another, I don't know, 20 blocks that direction that we need to go before we start cutting around and coming back. So this is definitely going to be, like I said, a very large scale castle once we're done with it, and we're going to need a lot more supplies. So probably in the next episode, we're going to end up doing, I'm going to try to finish at least out the, whatever you call this, the, yeah, foundation. Yes, I'm going to finish out the foundation before next episode. Next episode will probably look at building the concrete generator, because I can get the concrete powder. What it comes down to is the actual turning it into concrete, from powder into concrete. That's what takes a while. So I'm going to show you the little automatic thing I've designed. I'm sure it's similar to other people's designs as well, but it's definitely going to speed up the process because I can leave it running, you know, overnight, or at least for a couple hours, in order to get the amount of concrete, white concrete we're going to need, and of course black concrete, because we need that for the windows. But yeah, so that is probably where I'm going to stop for today. Just kind of gives you an idea of what we're doing. And like I said, I'll finish this off on the next episode, or at least finish this, the foundation off, to where you can see it in the next episode, to kind of get us a really, you know, good idea of how big this is truly going to be, because this is going to take a while, because we're also going to have to do all this area. Yeah, I might have bit off more than I can chew on this one, but I'm still going to give it a really good go at it. Anyway, this is Meriden Gaming. I hope you enjoyed this episode, especially if you're trying to build along with me, you know, doing your interpretation of Himeji Castle as well. I'd love to see some of your ideas or your scale builds. Maybe you're not doing quite as large as I am. You're doing it closer to a half scale or even a quarter scale, to where it's more of a house size rather than a full castle. But anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell icon so you see all the videos I'm posting. Like I've said in my other videos, I'm doing two Minecraft series. This one, where we're doing the Himeji Castle, and then the Infinity Craft server that comes out on Thursday. And then on Fridays, we're doing the Medieval Dynasty, which is kind of a survival game based on um, medieval Europe. And you start off with absolutely nothing, and you have to build yourself up and build up your skills. And it's kind of an RPG as well, very similar to something like Ark if you like that type of game. And then on Sundays, we release the Borderlands 3 challenges. So we're working through all the bosses using commons only and no action skill activation with Mose, one of my favorite characters. I do prefer Zane, but there was someone else that had already done the Zane version of the challenge, so I figured, let's take one of the most difficult ones, because Mose, without her Iron Bear or Iron Cub, makes it very difficult. And then on Mondays, we're doing our Elite Dangerous, which is my favorite space flight simulator. But anyway, this is Mariner Gaming, and I'll see you on the wall.